Technology in business is changing rapidly. It's becoming harder and harder for business owners to keep up. Keeping in control and complying with the full range of ATO and employer obligations takes a lot of time and energy and can make having a balanced life difficult. Time with the family often gets compromised. Business owners themselves, Jim's bookkeepers know what this is like and really enjoy assisting their clients. Let's hear from some of our experienced Jim's bookkeepers how they are helping their businesses comply.
Compliance is a huge aspect of any business, and unfortunately we see in our work that a lot of people don't comply because there's so much to comply with, and it just becomes a maze. Like where do we go, who do we turn to? And quite often people don't know that they had a non-compliance issue till they get a knock on the door from the ATO to advise them about this, and by then often it can be a little bit too late. So where Jim's Bookkeeping and Jim's Tax can really step in is putting that structure in around for them, making sure that they lodging their VAT returns on time, making sure the figures are correct to then be able to lodge, and then to make sure when they're paying the tax that it is actually the right tax, the right amount of tax, and so it's just straight through.
To meet compliance standards and regulations, you've got to have it right. To be able to do the BAS for your tax accountant, you've got to have all your figures recorded properly and have everything recorded in the right order. Things like when they lease their car, how it's allocated to the accounts can make the tax accountant's job really easy or really difficult.
They've automated a lot of the processes, so from that point it is a little bit faster, but what we find mainly in our area of work is that the long-term effects of non-compliance can be very devastating to a business owner. What a lot of business owners don't realise that any unpaid PAYG or unpaid superannuation for their staff can actually become a personal debt of the director of the company. So if you're not compliant, it's not just a matter about not paying your tax because you can't be bothered or your cash flow's tight. It's actually, racking up personal liabilities that will follow you around and hunt you down if it's not attended to. So compliance is very important. They do go on about it a lot, and that's for a reason essentially, because you want to protect yourself, your family, your business and your home. And how do you do that? You be compliant.
You need to be able to read your customer, and if they understand, I've got one of my second largest customers, they're in their 30s, they've done a great job, they're still expanding, they're managing all their debt as well, they're doing it great. They understand the overall how it works, they don't understand the nitty-gritty.
It's just amazing how many people are out there running businesses blind and they don't know, and it's scary. We see it a lot, and we help a lot of people in that area.
Most business owners don't know if they're compliant or not. They have the skills to run their own business and the basic skills to run a business, but they aren't specialised in payroll, in HR, they aren't specialised in tax, so they will think they're doing the right thing and they will try very hard to do the right thing, but it's very easy for them to make a mistake. Typical errors that will occur is people will know the regulations from perhaps 2 or 3 years ago when they last looked them up. A typical example this year is the fact that motor vehicle allowances are now going down to 66 cents, should I say, a kilometre. They used to be based on the size of the motor vehicle. So a lot of employers are still paying those allowances on the wrong rate. This results in them paying both over the allowance, which can be costly for them, and it also results in them creating a problem for their employee, who now has to declare both the income and the expenses correctly.
A Jim's bookkeeper can help clients in relation to their compliance by putting in a structure around them, making sure that their bookkeeping is being done regularly, at least monthly, making sure that their accounts are always up to date. If they've got any suspense queries or they don't know what a transaction was for, that they communicate back to the client and get that information from the client to make sure the accounts are correct. And then also just calendarising, when their BAS lodgements are due, when they're due for payment, making sure that they're being paid, helping them to organise payment arrangements with the ATO, and also now importantly is the super stream for superannuation obligations. That's a biggie. So again, just being on top of it, diarising it, chasing them, making sure that they tick the box when they need to.
There are so many ways a Jim's Bookkeeper can help you improve your business. If you want a second opinion on how we can do so, please contact us now. One of our friendly Jim's Bookkeepers will be happy to meet and discuss with you.